Half a day and welcome to True's impressions of the Battlefield 1 beta. So, little disclaimer at the start. The last Battlefield game that I actually really enjoyed was Bad Company 2. I owned 3, didn't really have that much fun with it, and played the beta for 4, but didn't get past it at that point. They just kind of got boring to me in general, so seeing this new Battlefield 1 with slightly different gameplay was pretty exciting to me because I wanted to see if maybe this would bring back my love of Battlefield because I loved Bad Company 2. So, I don't know, just something about the Battlefield gameplay in general, and especially with BF1, is it's just kind of boring. When you play games like, let's say, COD or Gears, there's a lot of fast action going on. But this one, I don't know if you can tell from my highlights clips that I have going, there's a lot of slow paced walking and aiming from across the map that I'm just not really into. And you're probably thinking, Matt, you play MOBAs on your channel. Can you really say anything about a Battlefield game being slow? And yeah, kind of. Because with Battlefield, I feel like most of my time is spent running around the map. Not doing anything, just running. While MOBAs, you're constantly doing something, whether you're like, oh, I need to kill these creeps real quick, or oh, I got to change lanes, or oh, I'm watching the other guy to make sure what he's doing. But I mean, like right here, you can see I spawn and then I run for like 30 seconds, and then this happens. Boom, dead. Which isn't fun to me. I don't know how much fun that is for everybody else, because I mean, people like Battlefield games, and I know my friends really enjoyed it, but man, I just wasn't having fun with it. The maps, at least in their, I think it's called Conquest, is too big. I think that's I don't remember the numbers, so I don't want to say, but it's like A through G. You're each collecting points, and each point has a decent size. But the maps are so big that oftentimes I'd be walking around by myself, or I'd get shot at by a sniper from 100 yards away or whatever, and that's just not fun for me. I don't like that. That's why I stopped playing Battlefield 3. Is because one day I got on and the entire other team was sniping. That's not fun. I like playing close range weapons, and that's why you see me using the SMG in a lot of these clips. But you can't really make it work on this because you need that distance. I got like 3 kills in my first match, which is what these highlights are from. But I don't know. I'm not getting the epic fights, the movie fights that my friends keep telling me are in this game. It just doesn't exist for me, and not how I don't know. And then just in general, World War One weapons are kind of boring. Like at least with modern day weapons or future weapons, there's some variety that you can do. But this game's just it's just not there. The SMG is kind of boring, and then the mid range weapons don't do anything. At least from where I could see. Maybe it's just headshots. I'm not good at headshots. That's why I use SMGs. From the hip, boom, 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 boom. That's it. But man, this game was rough. It was rough because I played maybe 2 or 3 hours of this, and I just wasn't having fun in any of it. None of it was fun. The vehicle combat wasn't fun. The single player or the solo combat wasn't fun. Collecting the points, I've never been a fan of those type of game types, and that's all there is in the beta. And maybe a good portion of my criticism is this map specifically is built for snipers. There's not a lot of places to hide. There's a lot of open areas to go around. I mean, let's see if this will cycle the video back over if I press play. Alright, it did. So, I mean, it's a huge desert with like 3 buildings and a small canyon area. And it's just, there's not a lot going on. And I keep waiting for these movie moments that my friends keep saying that they're having with this game. Outside of that plane landing, nothing exciting happened to me. It was always this, oh, I'm in a vehicle. Oh, the driver wasn't paying attention and there was a tank nearby. And, or just like, I'm walking around and then this guy shows up behind me. Is it my fault that I didn't look around that corner? Probably, but was it my fault that I spawned in this vehicle here? Halfway, but I didn't know I was going to get shot at like this when I spawned in. So yeah, and then the vehicle combat itself, like you have like some jeeps with guns on the back. You have this little mini tank. You have a tank, and then you have planes. But like, I feel like, and then the horses, I guess. But there's just a lot more variety in the future mission or the futuristic-y stuff. Even World War II had a lot of interesting stuff. I feel like World War One is too much of a step back, and that's why there hasn't been a World War One game. It's because it's just not interesting. I mean, they're not even using authentic World War One combat. That's trench warfare. I was down with the battlefield. I would be down with a map where it was two trenches and the no man's area in the center. At least that way you can be like, well, this was made for sniping. But this game's just not fun for me. Well, thank you for listening. If you made it this far, you should give me a like because you obviously thought that what I said was interesting. And you can subscribe where I'll try and do more content like this. This video itself is fun to do, not the gameplay. This video recording what I'm doing right now is more fun than I had with Battlefield 1. Oh, man, just watching these clips is just making me angry. I wish I saved what my KD was in this game, but it was not good. And I was like third place on our team. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I have written on here for notes. I don't think so. Thank you for watching. My name's Chelu, and we'll chat later.